There's this new AI tool just came across. I want to make a quick video about it. It's called Fill Out AI, and it's the ability to create forms basically from scratch, just using prompting, very similar to what we did with creating presentations or things like that. So we just put in here what we want the form to be about. There's a character limit, which gives some issues because I was having a hard time figuring out what to put 50 words in this prompt box with, but eventually we'll get it done here. Basically, what I want to do is create a form. It has to do with, okay, how are people using AI? What's their preferred platform to be able to receive AI training and things like that? Very simple form that we're going to create right here. All we do here is, again, put in the prompt box what we want the form to be about. Again, very similar to like Dectopus or things like that. It can generate the form for us. We can even go ahead and collect and select different images we want for the background of the form if we want to put some images there. We can go in and add our own branding if we want to as well. For this purpose, like you can see, Arizona-based themes. We can also go in and look at, say, city halls if you want to do something like that, or maybe even something along the lines of a town hall. I kind of tend to like the town hall images better than, say, the city hall images. Just seems more natural, more American to me. So we can generate this form with AI here. We can create this form, click to create the form. It's going to create it for us. Give us a couple questions it's going to have, and then we can go and add more questions on top of this. You can see here's our image there. Already added a couple questions, which are perfect. Let's say we can, on this form, we want to capture the person's name. We want to have the email address. We want to have their organization, their title, what city and state they're in. So we can add all these questions here into this prompt box and have it automatically create the questions for us. Put in the prompt box here, we can set it up as a single question or multiple questions. It's going to add all those questions for us right there. Pretty powerful, isn't that? So we just move that down. What we're going to do here is move these two questions down because normally you want the name and all that information at the top of your form. It just seems to flow a lot better in terms of the form flow. We can even go ahead and ask additional questions here as well. We can look at just any question you can think of. Even if you can't generate the question or think of a question really well at the top of your head, we can just put what we're looking for into this prompt and have it generate the questions for us. You can see I put a couple of lengthy prompt here, trying to figure out what exactly I want to put in this form, and it's going to automatically create that form for me. Now, some of these questions here, maybe I want to edit this one. So for instance, it kind of cut off the end of this. So I can kind of edit this here and just put in there, are we going to implement a policy? So say, no, not going to implement a policy. So I'll go down here, you can click this right here. You can see it's editing, delete that, add the word policy, and that question is good to go. We also go ahead and add additional questions here as well. So let's say, for instance, we maybe want to, let's see, think here. Let's add this question in here and see what we come up with. Again, kind of I'm being very, very vague on purpose with these questions. I'm not being very specific because I want to show you what these forms can really do. And obviously, if I was better at prompting or really thought this through, it could be a lot better, get more simplified, and probably create a better form. But I want to show you this form generation tool can do. And even if you're struggling to come up with something, that's where the power of AI is. We get so caught up with things like prompt engineering or things like that, asking the perfect prompt, that I think we miss out on a lot of the key features of what AI really is all about, and that's helping us create things, helping us be more creative, and getting past the writer's block. We don't have to write the perfect prompt in order to come up with really, really great things and really great ideas. So you can see here, we're going to ask about, how do you prefer to learn about AI in local government, right? Do you prefer LinkedIn posts? Do you prefer YouTube videos? Do you prefer online training? Do you prefer in-person training? We can add that question here too. We can also go ahead and ask it to maybe rank what are the preferred ways in which people prefer to get to training. Okay, here's how you use the training. Here's how you're accessing it. What is your preferred method? And we can put this here too as well and have people choose multiple options to say, what are the different ways in which you prefer to access training and learn more about AI in local government and AI use cases in local government or adjacent, whether it be the business field or the private sector or public sector that you're looking at. Maybe you're looking at use cases in state government, looking at use cases in special districts or things like that. the different ways that people are learning about AI is very interesting to me because obviously do a lot of AI training. And so how people are doing that is going to be extremely interesting to see how people are using that. So we can add this. We can also add the option of maybe you like all the above. Maybe you just want everything and you really enjoy the different platforms and different styles which people have to train and provide AI-based training and learn more about AI. There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of great content out there in terms of learning more about how to use AI effectively within our organizations, within our context. So you can see here, how do you prefer to use AI use cases? Let's look at a couple more ones here. Let's add this question real quick here. And again, I'm amazed by how fast we're able to create this form, right? This would normally take, I don't know, a good 20, 30 minutes to create a form of this of this nature. Even something as simple as this would still be about a 20, 30-minute project because I have to think of the questions, think of the best way to word that, and go on and on. But here, doing it with just a few prompts, creating these different forms, we can look at the different options. We can even create our own, right? So you can see the first question I add didn't really give me the 2 yes or no options that I really wanted. So I just put yes, no, and I'm gonna move over that question into that box, delete the other question. Here I'll add a third, no preference, just in case there's not really a preference for a podcast or not. And here we have it. Simple, really easy. Took us, 5 minutes to create this simple form. We can publish it. So click publish here, copy the link, and I'll show you what this looks like on the end user as well. So paste the form in here. Here's the form. I'm gonna fill it out real quick here with my name, organization, City of Maricopa, add my title, Deputy City Manager. Let's go ahead and add the city and state here. So the city of state is Maricopa, Arizona. I almost put in City of Maricopa, but for this, let's put in Maricopa, Arizona. Am I currently using AI? Yes, I am. How are we using it? So let's say like content generation, reviewing documents, filling out, creating forms. Obviously, we're doing that now right here. So creating forms, we can go on and say, how are we doing a policy? Not right now. How do we prefer to use it? Different options here. Select all the above. Here we have a multiple choice one where you can select multiple sections here. So we can click here, we can click here, we can click multiple ones. And do I want to do it through podcast? That sounds cool. So here we go. Really simple, quick and easy. Let's go show you what this looks like on how I would receive the responses if I saw that. So you can see here, we'll rename the title to AI and Local Government Network, or AILGN. We can click the form again. You can go back and edit it. If you want to go back and edit, you can add more questions. If I want to see the response, here's a response. Super powerful, amazing tool. Fill out AI. I think it's an extremely powerful tool for creating forms within local government.